Welcome to the Blue Mouse Knits. Today I'm going to teach you how to work a folded brim, which is when you join your current row to your cast on row. There are a couple things that can make this extra easy if you can plan it out. One is to work your cast on in a different color, and another thing is to place a stitch marker in your first cast on stitch. But if you haven't done that, that's okay. So just find the first stitch of your row, follow that column of knits all the way down to the original V, place a needle or something in it, and then that should give you the general location of your first cast on stitch. Once you've found that stitch, you can place a stitch marker in it and then turn your project so that the cast on edge is rolled inside. And if you have tails, you can place them in the middle out of the way. I'm going to get my yarn out of the way, so I'm going to hold it off to the right side for right now. Go through the first stitch on your live needles, grab your cast on edge, and go to that top loop of our cast on stitch. You place your needle into it from front to back. You can remove the stitch marker now or later, doesn't matter. Now you can grab your yarn, should be off to the right like this, yarn over, and then we're going to pull this yarn over through both. So pull it through your cast on stitch, then pull it through your live stitch, slide that live stitch off your needle, and you've just joined one stitch. And we just keep doing that across. So again, keep your yarn out of the way, go into the live stitch, and then go into the next cast on edge, so not this loop, but the next one over, front to back. Now you can grab your yarn, yarn over, pull through that cast on stitch, pull through your live stitch, slide that stitch off your left hand needle, and that's pretty much it. Again, go through your live stitch, go to your cast on edge. This is where we just went through, so we ignore that. Kind of flatten out my cast on edge and look for the top loop. You could go through both loops if you want, but I'm just going to go through this top loop here. So find that next one, stick your right needle through it, yarn over, pull your yarn through to essentially knit it, pull your yarn through your live stitch to knit it, and slide that live stitch off, and you just keep going. And after a while, this is what it will start to look like. This section is all joined. There's kind of a purl bump ridge here, but it creates a nice rounded edge. And then once you get down to the very end, you just go into your last stitch and you go into like your last hole or your last loop here with your right hand needle, yarn over, pull through, slide off. You'll probably have a small hole here depending on how you joined in the round. It will be only visible from the wrong side and you can close it up with these remaining tails. The first round that you work after joining will feel a little bit stiff and harder to knit, but every round after that should feel fine. But this is what it looks like. Gives you a slight ridge and a perfectly rolled over edge. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it around, and subscribe for lots more free knitting patterns and knitting tutorials. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.